We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next.
Welcome back to the Daily Helpline. Today, Spirit and I are joined by actress, singing sensation, and single mom, Brandy. And we've been chatting with Elisha, who needs some help controlling her 12-year-old son, Brandon. So, Elisha, do you feel like there's anything that you're doing that's contributing to his behavior?
Yes. And I would say probably overcompensating him. I feel like so much has been taken from Brandon, you know, as far as his dad and myself. And then I just lost my mother 2 years ago, which he was very, very close to his grandmother. And then 30 days prior to that, my grandmother, which he was close to as well. So a lot has been taken from him, you know.
A lot's been taken from you.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I think that was going to be my question, is what's been taken from you that you're trying to give him? Because it feels like you're trying to fill him up with something you didn't get.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm still very, very, very hurt, you know, for the loss of my mother. So that's a very
difficult.
Yeah, very hard thing for me.
Because your tears may be the door that we need to walk through to help you. So I don't know, as busy as you are, if you've had time to say, it hurt. It hurts.
Yeah.
I've lost my mom.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's really, really hard for me.
Tell us how hard it's been.
I mean, it's just, I mean, I don't even have words to really explain it. It's just, I mean, just a sum total of it, it's just hard.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I'm doing the best that I can.
That's right.
Yeah.
Was she part of the support system in the family?
Yes, major. She was always there to pick them up, you know, from school. They weren't going to after school programs. You know, they were able to come home after school and just there to help them with their homework. And now I have to pay somebody to help them with their homework. And, you know, so they just don't, you know, they're in a after school program and, you know, they don't get to come home.
This is the hard part because, you know, I don't want to excuse his behavior at all, but I do want to find the source of it because, you know, it's inexcusable. Stealing your credit card, running up $2,000 worth of debt, not following directions, lying to you, sneaking out. These are real issues. You know, I mean, this suggests to me a conduct disorder, seriously, and that is something that is clinical that may need to be looked at some point down the road. But what concerns me is that down the road where he's headed. And if this is in fact a conduct disorder, I mean, these lead to things like antisocial personality disorder. This leads to criminal behavior. This leads down a very dangerous road. And so if you can't step in and intervene and provide that support system for him, and if you don't have the right dynamic in the home from the parenting standpoint, then I worry about this, not just for him, not just for your 18-year-old, but also for the rest of the children in the home. So this is a really serious situation.
But I see you as a mom in your space, and I see him as a son in his space. But I see you leaving your space and standing in his. There's not enough room for both of you over there. You've got to stay over here, and you got to keep a foot here and a foot there. We're always going to be able to knock you off balance. So I think the question you came here asking today was, how does he get help? What do we do with him to change his behavior? And I think what we leave is what can we do to support you to show up differently as a mom and differently as a parent? That way you can hold boundaries. They begin to mean something. You've got great insight. When we were to have, for you to be able to go back and say, I overcompensate, this is what I do. But I don't believe you can walk out of here today with a little bit of advice and change that. I think you need some professional support. And so we want to offer that to you. And West Coast Counseling and Group Psychotherapy Center is it's one of the best of the best. They're one of the show's preferred providers, and we use them because they not only bring clinical expertise, they bring heart and they bring passion to when they see our folks, and they're helping a lot of people. And Cindy Busto and Jody Frank are here from West Coast Counseling Center. Hi, Cindy and Jody.
Hi, Michael. Hi, Elisha. Hi, Elisha.
also want to provide you maybe some individual therapy for yourself, some family therapy for you and your kids to help you create some balance and boundaries, as you were talking about, work on some codependency issues that you might be struggling a little bit about, your guilt, and help you find the tools and the strategies that you need to be able to work better as a family.
The love is there. I can feel it.
Yeah, that's great.
Will you accept this gift?
Yes, definitely.
And will you follow through?
Yes, I will.
You and your son deserve it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Okay, guys, when we come back, Brandy helps us tackle some interesting relationship questions from some of our favorite guests, the ones right here in the studio audience. Stay tuned. Coming up.
Well, how old are you? I'm 24 and he's 22.
Girl, sit down. I can't do this. We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next.